Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and things happening in my real life. Today I have an update, my first update, for Deck of Panning, so stay tuned. Alright, Deck of Panning is a panning project created by Emily here on YouTube at Emily and Max, and it was inspired by a booktuber called Books with Maddie. It is a game-based project where you draw cards from a deck of cards. Emily shuffles prompts on a game board, and you pick the card. You use the prompts associated with the cards that you drew. It started on January 20th and goes until December 20th. And we are to start with 5 prompts, which I have, unless you get a card that says to draw an extra one, which I do not. But since I did not meet any of my goals this month, I'm going to draw an extra card because that's the fun of it and see what we get. So let's go over what I've been working on. The first card I drew last month was the King of Hearts, and that is all the face cards stay the same on the game board, so that one is Hit a Pan is the prompt for that. And for that I had to bring in something to hit pan in, so I went with a shade from my Marvy Corn palette by BH Cosmetics. This was my Pan That palette year before last, and I made a pretty good job of hitting pans in everything except for a few shades. And I decided to bring in this shade here, which is called Bahamas. I do have this on the outer corner today, and it does have considerable dip in it. Let's give it a swatch. No pan. Okay, that's all right. I was like, I feel like I'm so close. So close. So there it is. It is a satiny shimmer with a purple with a pink base, and I enjoy using that. Where did my rag go? There we go. So my goal for that is to hit pan, and since bringing it in last month, I've used it 3 times, including today. So, not a lot of use, but I'm working on it. So hopefully it won't take too long to hit pan, but we'll see. The next card I drew was the Jack of Clubs, and that is a powder product, although I spelled it powed. Sometimes my handwriting, I don't know, my hand and my brain don't communicate. Do you have that problem? You go to write one thing and something else comes out? Let me know. Anyway, for a powder product, I brought in a highlighter from Estate. This is probably in a deluxe size because I got it from Ipsy. This is their Do Me highlighter in the shade Pearl, and this is what it looks like. I am not wearing it today because I forgot. I wore it yesterday though. And it is just a really light, pearly, icy highlight there. My goal is to use it 10 times, and so far over the last month I've used it 3, so I have 7 more uses to go. The next prompt I got was the 10 of Diamonds, and at that time it was the prompt Peach Fuzz, which refers to this year's excuse me, my nose itch. This year's Pantone color of the year, which is peach. So you're bringing anything that is that color or has peach in the name or peach scent or any way you can associate it with Peach Fuzz. I brought in a nail polish from China Glaze called Papa Don't Peach. It is not quite peach. It is like a neon orange, but this is it here. It is a textured polish, so we'll see. I brought it in to use 3 times, and so far I have used it 0, but I have swatched it for you, and this is what it looks like. It is just this really neon orange kind of shade, kind of sheer, and it'll be fun to try wearing in the future. We'll see if I like it. I have nothing wrong with textured polishes. I actually enjoy them. It's a touch thing. I like to feel the roughness. Anyway, more about me than you needed to know. But this is in for 3 uses, and I have 3 more uses left to go. So we'll get around to this maybe this month, maybe not. We'll see. I'm rotating through a lot of nail polishes. The next prompt I brought in was for the 5 of spades, and at that time that was for gemstone. And for that, I brought in a shade from my Sapphire for September palette from BH Cosmetics. And I brought in the Tidal shade Sapphire, which is this great big one right here. It is sort of a bluey purple shimmer, and I will give you a swatch of it. It has a nice creamy formula. There it is there. And my goal for that shade is to use it 5 times. And so far, I've only gotten to remember to bring it in once. So 4 more uses to go. But, you know, it's a lovely palette. I am working on this as one of my focus palettes for this month in my Enjoy Your Eyeshadows project. So hopefully I will be getting more use out of that. And then finally, the last prompt I brought in last month for the intro was the 4 of Hearts. And at that time, it was the prompt Cities. So I brought in my Lost in Los Angeles palette because it was in my collection. It is a city, Los Angeles, and I had not touched it or used any of the shadows in it to see if I even liked them. I've seen lots of people use it, enjoy it. So this is another one of my focus palettes for this month for No Pan Left Behind in my Eyes project. And this is what it looks like. It is very pastel. You may have noticed in my eye looks, I tend to have a darker shade in there. And this palette does not have any darker shades, so I have to pull them from other places. But so far, my goal is to do 4 looks with it, and today is look number 2. Yesterday for Valentine's Day, I did a look with the pinks. I started with 90210 here, and then I topped it with the 405, which at the time looked more pink, and right now it's looking more orangey coral. And then I topped all that with this shade here, which is Sunset Boulevard, which is a pinky gold, pink and gold. It's both. It's pink and it's gold. So that is that there. And I'll give you a swatch of the other 2 mattes. Here we go. So it made a very pretty pink look, very vibrant, but didn't have the darkness that I'm used to. So for today's look, I focused on the purples, and I used another shade from Natasha Denona in my transition. Then on my lid, I have this shade here, which is Abbott Kinney. And for the shimmer on the inner half of my lid is this one called Melrose. And I will give you swatches of those. And then, like I said, I have Bahamas from the Marbicorn palette in my outer corner. So that is Melrose, and that is Abbott Kinney, combined with this one up here. So that makes a nice look. I mean, they all are cohesive. They're all purpley based. So yeah, 2 out of 4 looks from this palette. And yeah, looking forward to using it more. But like I said, I will have to bring in some darker colors to get the depth I like in my shadows. But we'll see. I'm going to keep playing with it, and I don't dislike it. So that's a good thing. All right, so that is everything I was working on for the last month. Let me get the game board up, and we'll pull a new card. Okay, I have the game board pulled up in front of me, and I wanted to take a moment to talk about the cards I use in this project. So last year and previous years and my first update, I was using this deck of cards from Bicycle. It is the Stargazer card set, but over the holidays, sometime over the last year, I picked up a new set of cards, and these are Raven cards. They are from an independent maker who released them along with a single-player RPG that uses the cards. But since these are really pretty, I thought I would go ahead and use them. And little ravens on them, but otherwise they're just plain cards. So I've started shuffling them. I have 2 jokers here. I'm going to put this one in, and there is a shot of it. It has a little red eye. So we're going to put that one in the deck. And we'll shuffle a few more times just to make sure they are good and shuffled. And I'll take a look at the board. So let's see, we have out of control category, an oh the shame. We have easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, that should be good. Chopping block, nostalgic. Out of your hands. I don't know what that means. I'll have to look. There's a no pan left behind. Pretty packaging. One for change suit. Okay. Blush bronzer foundation. Spotlight a panner. Newest. Graveyard. Matches shirt. Okay. It's black. Matches eye color. Blue gray. Primers, mini sample, sentimental, dethroned, cities is back, and seasonal. Okay, so I am going to cut the deck and draw the first card, which is going to be the 3 of spades. Okay, and the 3 of spades, which I can't see the suits, 3 of spades is affordable. I was so close. 2 of spades was match a shirt, but the 3 of spades is affordable. Okay, let me take a moment to find a product for that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back with my affordable product, and I decided to bring in something that's going to be easy. It is something I'm already using, and I'm just bringing it in for a month of use to see how far I can get. So I am bringing in this Wet n Wild So Pouty lip gloss balm. So I have marked it there on the package and on the cap, just in case one gets rubbed off. But that is where we are. And this is something I use on a regular basis. This is how much product is accessible from there up. The rest of it down here is in the base, which I may scoop out. I may not. It's not necessary. But yeah, I'm going to bring this in to work on for the next month to see how much progress I can make in that time. You don't need a whole lot to put this on, and I don't have to reapply it very often. This is in the clear color, and it is called Going Coconuts for You. And again, this is the Wet n Wild So Pouty Lip Gloss Balm. So that is it. Should be easy. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if you do that while you're here before you go. And click the bell icon to be notified every time I upload a video. And until my next video, take care of yourselves, stay true to you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!